to increase your vision, to reduce your self-deception, to understand, to have a deeper connection to yourself and reality.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good, and I see it working metaphorically in the story I was telling about like the keys and the street lamp and stuff of like the thing to keep in mind is like our attention is light. It's a little bit of light, but it builds. So if we hold our attention on something that is dark with enough care and enough openness, enough beginner's mind, enough like not assuming we already know what it is and we can put this other thing in its
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
If we can just keep our attention on it, the light will grow, and that's sort of the how we refine reality, and that moves us towards, because it's our own personal attention, it's subjective, but because we are paying attention to this particular bit of reality, that particular bit of reality becomes more true.
yeah,
It becomes more what it ultimately actually is, and we can put that
yeah,
attention on ourself, which is sort of meditation, sort of mindful. What is this process that is, I usually call me, that's kind of dark and mysterious? I can start to uncover and discover what's going on here through
yeah,
the use of my attention. But instead, I think what we often do is we look for something that is already bright, that we already understand,
yeah,
and that we think
exactly.
is a close enough match to this thing I don't understand. And then we just put that on top and we interact with the thing as if it were
Yeah,
the reality with this concept of the thing we think we already understand. And we're not actually putting our light on reality. But as soon as we do put our light on reality, we're developing our natural naturalness, like Rousseau is saying, that sort of puts us back in touch with that, I think.
yeah, yeah. I think so much of how attention is almost maybe the most important thing in life, and maybe in a way one of the few things we really have. Um, and this relates to our a lot of what we've talked about in this conversation, where people try to deceive others by diverting their attention to something. Or when you were talking about learning, I think it was a kind of reframing, right? That reading that book gave you, to where you saw the cigarette as being relief from anxiety and focusing on the anxiety, of course, rather than thing causing the anxiety loop. It's
Mm-hmm.
like something, you know? And
Yeah.
yeah, I just think if you can, if you can keep in mind attention, the importance of attention, and to refine that, and to know what you're paying attention to, and to see to that that picture that you painted of, if you put your attention patiently, kindly, maybe with compassion, and to really try to see what something is, rather than seeing what you want to see, then that I would think that leads to a much better life,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
connection
right.
with reality.